Well, folks, it has happened again. Canada has announced that the U.S. and Canada is going to pause their tariffs for 30 days after Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and President Donald Trump spoke on the phone today, which was, quote, a good phone call with President Trump. This is all breaking news right now. President Trump and the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, announced a temporary deal Monday to evening to halt the 25% tariffs on each other's imports for 30 days while a final border security pact gets hashed out. Trump and Trudeau spoke on the phone twice Monday before announcing the agreement, with Canada set to ensure 10,000 troops will be stationed at the northern border, and the Prime Minister vowing to take steps to crack down on fentanyl smuggling. Quote, Canada has agreed to ensure that we have a secure northern border and finally to end the deadly scourge of drugs and fentanyl that have been pouring into our country, Trump announced via Truth Social. Canada will implement their $1.3 billion border plan. This is huge news. And this is something that the left-wing, mainstream media, legacy media, left-wing Democrats cannot wrap their head around. You know, you had Amy Klobuchar going on NBC or MSNBC with Jen Psaki talking about, how she supports targeted tariffs. Yeah, can you open your eyes, lady? These are some of the most targeted tariffs I think we've ever seen before. These specifically, Trump had a demand. This is what I want. If you don't do it, this is what's going to happen. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Trump was able to get Mexico to fold earlier this morning when they agreed that they're going to put 10,000 troops on the southern border, stop illegal migrants from getting to the U.S., stop the flow of fentanyl. Now we're going to have 10,000 Canadian troops on the northern border and a $1.3 billion border plan over the next 30 days. And it's probably going to be the same thing that we're going to see happen with Mexico. Secretary of State Rubio, the Secretary of the Treasury and Commerce, they're all going to go down to Mexico. They're all going to go to Canada. They're going to negotiate for a broader border security package. Obviously, we are proponents of free trade. We want free trade in the United States. We don't want tariffs. But we need to use tariffs to protect our national security. It's as simple as that, and that is exactly what Trump did. Trump said, as president, it is my responsibility to ensure the safety of all Americans, and I am doing just that. I am very pleased with this initial outcome. Apparently, Trudeau posted on social media on X indicated that Canada would move ahead with a $1.3 billion border plan that they announced in December, weeks after Trump first threatened the 25% tariffs. The initiative, Trudeau said, includes reinforcing the border with new choppers, technology, and personnel, enhanced coordination with our American partner, and increased resources to stop the flow of fentanyl. Nearly 10,000 frontline personnel are and will be working on protecting the border. This is huge. Trump has he has proved, it's like this is a huge, huge deal. Democrats have been screaming, crying, whining for years that Trump's tariffs are going to throw the American economy into shambles. Prices are going to go up, inflation's going to be up, all the sorts. But here's the issue. It was never about that. It was about securing our border, stop fentanyl from getting in here, and now the same thing's going to happen with China. The same thing's going to happen with the European Union. But guess what? This is a game of chicken that Trump's playing. And guess what? He'd put his foot on the gas and just hold it there. He'd hold his foot on their neck as long as he wouldn't give a rap. He wouldn't give a rip about what was going on in Canada or Mexico. He's here to put America first. America first. Just like Canada should put Canada first. And Mexico should put Mexico first. And the European Union should put the European Union first. It's as simple as that. But Trump got the outcome that he was looking for here. We do have the full post from Trump via Truth Social. Canada has agreed to ensure that we have a secure northern border and finally end the deadly scourge of drugs like fentanyl that have been pouring into our country, killing hundreds of thousands of Americans while destroying their families, communities, and all across our country. Canada will implement their $1.3 billion border plan, and as per Prime Minister Trudeau, we will be, quote, reinforcing the border with new choppers, technology, and personnel, enhanced coordination with our American partners, and increased resources to stop the flow of fentanyl. Nearly 10,000 frontline personnel are and will be working on protecting the border. In addition, Canada is making new commitments to appoint a fentanyl czar, We will list cartels as terrorists, ensure 24/7 eyes on the border, launch a Canada-U.S. joint strike force to combat organized crime, fentanyl, and money laundering. I have also signed a new intelligence directive on organized crime and fentanyl, and will be backing it with $200 million. As president, it is my responsibility to ensure the safety of all Americans, and I am doing just that. I am very pleased with this initial outcome, and the tariff announced on Saturday will be paused for a 30-day period to see whether or not a final economic deal with Canada can be structured. Fairness for all. This is exactly what we've been looking for. Exactly. We had to deal with the inconvenience that, yes, we may have tariffs for what, 3 days? Canada folded by about 5 o'clock Central Standard Time, Mexico by about 9 a.m. Central Standard Time earlier this morning. You know, at this rate, Europe will be folding by tomorrow. It's like, and he hasn't even announced the tariffs on Europe yet. You know, this is Trump putting America first. I am very, very pleased with the outcome of this. And to be honest, it just proves all of the Democrats wrong. All of their fear-mongering, their scare tactics. It's a bunch of bullcrap. That's exactly what it's a bunch of bullcrap. Because this is what it's been about the whole time. These are negotiating tactics. This has nothing to do. If Trump could find another economic tool that he could use to leverage other nations, he would use it. Trump has no tie to tariffs. Tariffs just happens to be the tool he can use to leverage other countries to do what he wants. He has no tie to it outside of that. If there was some other magical thing that he could do, that's exactly what he would do. So, hopefully I'll get a full video about both of these, a little more in-depth video going into this. But hey, if you liked this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. What are your thoughts are on the fact that Mexico and Canada both folded within about 48 hours to President Trump's demand? What do you think is going to happen with the European Union? What do you think is going to happen with Canada? Do you think the tariffs, they'll be able to come to an agreement within 30 days and hold off on the tariffs? Or do you think the tariffs will come back in? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and you guys have a great rest of your day.